Hey everyone, today we're going to cover the newest Omni-Relic called Planar Gate, and this Omni-Relic is basically a relic that can be slot in any slot that you basically need it to be in. Omni-Relics also grant different effects when they're placed in different positions, as it says right here. So you can only deploy one Omni-Relic in the team, so that means basically we will have more of them, and I'm not sure if they give one additional, such as exclusive heroes or not. Like, they might give +1, so you're able to run 2 Dooms and 1 Avenger Relic, for example, while keeping the 3 Doom Relic synergy bonus, but I might be wrong on this. It doesn't really know that as far as I can see, but I'm not really sure. But yeah, anyway, let's review this relic real quick. It won't be a really long video. So basically at the initial level, everyone will get the Planar Gate 1-star for free in the 24th November from the event. Basically the wheel, you spin the wheel, you will get it. You can only get it once, so don't stress about getting more. It will be eventually added to the Omni-Relic Gacha. I have no idea what's it gonna be called or anything about it. I have no idea how much it will cost, nor anything really about this relic. So let's review it. At 1 stars, it's basically just the most basic skills any relic has. It will depend on the position. So in position 1 it will give 100 energy, in position 3 it will reset the cooldown of recovery and burst relics. So the most basic things any relic has at the 1 star, so it's nothing special really, it just will be a nice filler if you need a relic. But now let's get over to the final level. Unfortunately we can see levels, or rather the numbers before this, but let's talk about the final level. I will not talk about the Planar Power level 3 because this relic, this effect will get deleted after season 12, so it's not really relevant for the discussion. So at the level 10, this relic, it has the most basic things that any relic has, so it's nothing special really in position 1, 2 or 3. All of the relics basically have this passive, and the only special thing it has is the second and third bonus. Let's go about collapse. So when deployed in position 1, after casting the relic, all allies gain ignore shield for 3 rounds. This is a nice effect, but it doesn't really matter. You don't really care about shields unless you're going against Amaterasu, for example, or unless they release a Rift Odyssey boss that will have a lot of shields that you will need. But then again, you can just use Seraphina or Bastet. She also has ignore shield effect. When deployed in position 2, after casting this relic, all allies gained 1000 damage boost for 1 round. This is absolutely insane. I think this will be game breaking, especially in the content such as Lost City, because just imagine casting this relic and your Pandora gets 1000 damage boost. She will basically one-shot anything in the Lost City, and I don't know why it's 1000. 1000 sounds insane, because just look at the Gaia. When you deploy Gaia, you already feel the effect of her damage boost, and she basically goes only up to 80% or so, and this is 1000%, so this is basically just as strong as deploying 12 Gaias or something on the field, and it's only for 1 round though, so you will basically have to use everything in that round, so your Pandora must go really hard in that round. And yeah, it's definitely going to be wild. It's, as I said, 1 round, so completely fair, I guess. I guess we will see how it really goes in the battle. And when deployed in position 3, after casting this relic, all allies gain 100% defense, 100% crit damage reduction, and control immunity for 3 rounds. This is a defensive stat, so if you need the control immunity, which can come in handy, the crit damage reduction not so much unless you're specifically trying to counter the Ethereals, and perhaps it could be paired with Tiamat because she can only be damaged by critical hits, and as this will give critical damage reduction, that's actually not... yeah, that's actually... it's okay with Tiamat, it's not as good as I thought, so it basically just reduces the crit damage taken, it doesn't reduce the crit chance to happen. So position 3 seems alright, seems too niche. So position 2 I think will be PvE only, and I think you will be using this relic in position 3 for PvP. I do not see position 1 effect or position 2 effect being good in PvP because ignore shield we don't care about, and the 1000 damage boost in for 1 round is really irrelevant because the damage is already insane in seasonal PvP. So the collapse passive I think in PvP will be used on position 3 and in PvE in position 2, and I do think it's a bit overtuned, but we don't really know the costs of the relic, so let's keep it as it is right now. Increase the max HP of all allies by 500%, increase the damage boost of all allies by 100% for basically existing, I guess. That's just what the relic does. So yeah, in seasonal content this will not be felt. Maybe the damage boost a little, but the HP increase really irrelevant because in seasonal everything basically increases your HP by 400%. There's so many max HP increases in seasonal content that adding another one won't really make a lot of difference because it just basically becomes a much smaller number than 500% due to a lot of increases. The damage boost is really nice but not so relevant, and when deployed in we already went over this positioning passive, and we said it will be very likely in PvP used in position 3, so you will basically have a reset and a recovery for, you will basically have a relic that resets your recovery and burst type while also giving you control immunity and defense stats, which is really nice. Then we have the increase the attack of all allies by 200%, increase the damage reduction of all allies by 50%. All allies are immune to active damage in the first 2 rounds. Now this is the real game breaker. This is the most broken passive ever introduced. It was already existing in the seasonal content back when the immunity mask that currently reduces the damage taken by 50% for 3 rounds. It basically, before the adjustments, was the same effect as this one, but for 3 rounds. And what it did, it basically made some shitty tier dooms become S tier, because your dooms would not die for 3 rounds, but they would reflect all the damage back, and it would be a free win for any doom team basically, because they simply wouldn't die and they would reflect all the damage back. And that's why that artifact had to get nerfed, or rather changed. So this is going to be absolutely game breaking in PvP and especially in PvE. Just imagine all those lost city stages that you struggle to survive for 6 rounds. Now this is going to be an absolute joke. I think this relic will overall hit the lost city the most, which we do need. I'm not saying we do not need the lost city upgrades, but I think this is the wrong way to go about it. It should have been a version of where we can ascend our EV heroes to give +2 faction synergy or something. But yeah, that's about it. This relic seems to be absolutely broken. I think more for PvE than PvP, but this effect makes it broken in PvP as well. The rest of the effects already exist in the game, and we do not care about additional damage in seasonal content. In non-seasonal such as Arena and Yggdrasil, this relic becomes easy SS tier. And yeah, PvE SS tier, non-seasonal content PvP SS tier, and in seasonal PvP I think it will be S+ tier or something. So absolute must have, absolute must grab. But keep in mind, pets give bonus to 9 teams. This relic is only 1 team. Pets are still the most valuable thing to spend money on, apart from the Fate heroes such as Hela and Victoria. So yeah, just keep that in mind. So Planar Gate, as broken as it is, it only buffs 1 team. If you're thinking about PvP out of 5/9 teams, depending whether you care more about the Foggy or World Arena. And yeah, that's about it. Just a quick look at the newest relic, and see you in the next one.